Alright. I've just been wanting to talk about this forever, but didn't just know the words. Or maybe I was scared, because, back in 2023 when I wanted to talk about it, it was still popular to be woke and everything, bro. I legit used to call myself woke back in 2021. But now it's 2025 and woke has changed. I can actually say shit now. It's crazy. I'm gonna try to go over every single topic on wokeness I can in this video, so nobody can sell me nothing, bro. Just like, oh, well, it's not hurting you physically. It's not hurting you physically. Da, 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 da. Like, dude, what do you mean? Like, not all harm is physical. If something changes laws, limits freedoms, rights, damages culture, or impacts the economy, it can hurt people in very real, measurable ways. Even if no one is throwing punches. Like, say this, right? Say this. You've been stuck calling every single person a male, and then a female, and then now a clear-ass man, grown-ass man, right? He wants to be called, with a beard, by the way, with a penis bigger than mine. He wants to be called a girl. His name is Sally, Lucy Lou, or Stacy, or Tiffany. You know when they become trans and they automatically pick the most generic girl name ever. Sarah, Sally. They can't choose anything unique, like such as Zarya or Wonder Woman. I don't know, something unique. Choose something unique. Oh, by the way, there's not going to be any disclaimer, so take it how you will, because I also notice if you cave into the woke community, right, you give a disclaimer, right? Because I made a trans video in the past, right, and I added like disclaimers, and I try to change so much stuff, and then the dude still bomb my stuff. Like, it's kind of crazy, but all my comments were positive. I had like 11 comments, all of them were positive. But he still bombed it because the thumbnail. Like, oh, well, the thumbnail this, dude. I'll change most of the video, bro. Like, I'm not caving to you no more, bro. Like, no. So there's no disclaimer at all. So you can take my comments, what you will, But there is. I'm just gonna say this though. I'm very religious, so I love everybody. I just don't love their actions. I kind of just contradicted myself because I just said there's not gonna be no disclaimer. And I put a disclaimer. Oh well, I don't feel like editing it out, so it's gonna stay there. So let's go by like 15 points or whatever, right? I had notes just in case I miss anything, right? It turns activism into a competition for virtue. How, you may ask? Let me tell you. Being quote unquote woke often becomes about appearing morally superior rather than actually improving the world. People chase clout online for being the most offended or the most progressive, creating a never-ending cycle of race to prove you're purer than the next person, when in reality, we're not perfect. We're all not perfect, dude. Like, let me give you an analogy real quick. It's like firefighters spending more time bragging about how brave they are instead of actually putting out the fire. Like, come on, dude. Also, how are you gonna talk about the free Palestine Israel conflict, or you want to do this in the world, you want to do that in the world? You're not taking action but tweeting on Twitter and complaining about the people you elected not doing their jobs, bro. If you think their jobs are very much incompetent, you either wait till the next voting period, vote for the next person, or take action upon yourself, get in the political race and do that, or you can leave the damn country, dude. Yeah, you can just leave the country, because ain't no way we're gonna accept whiny ass adults. See, this is another thing I don't like, right? These niggas over here, bro, they're over here saying, like, they told me when I was a kid, like, oh, when you become an adult, it's gonna be different. You gotta act like an adult, act like an adult. I'm an adult now, all right? Everybody act the same way as they acted back in middle school and high school and freaking elementary. Everybody's acting the same still. They're over here complaining about other people doing this stuff, doing that stuff, yet they're not taking zero action. They rather complain than take zero action. How about you take action rather than just complain about something that is so far away from you and your line of sight that you don't have to care about at all? You can legit get mind wiped and you would never remember it at all, because you're so far away from it, bro. You don't, me personally, I believe, bro, that's because, all this whole channel is based, it's just every video is my fucking opinion. So I'm just a nigga yapping on the court. My personal opinion is If you are worried about this family, that family, all this other stuff, you have not been through any struggles. Like me personally, I don't even know how that's possible. I haven't really. I need to look into. I don't know, bro. I'm just gonna guess, right? I'm just gonna guess, cause from what I've seen, all the people that have been broke, homeless, all this other stuff, don't care about the other people that's been broken, homeless in other countries, like or even in this country, right? Because they can understand how people can get out of that situation and how they can't even help, but if they could help, they will, you know. But the people that are like rich and living good and have lived good, never been homeless at all, they haven't been homeless, but they look down upon those people that have, and they want to help them, like be little superheroes, be little like fucking virtue signalers or whatever the fucking word is, be fucking heroes, Robin Hoods, and like save the day and everything. When in reality, they don't even know how to save the day. They just think they're saving the day because they watch some DC heroes on Cartoon Network saving like a kitten from a fucking tree, thinking they're doing something good. When in reality, they're not doing anything good. They're really harming the situation more than helping it, because ain't no way you're gonna come at me saying like, oh shoot, you're complaining about this, you're complaining about that, but did you know there's a genocide happened? Did you know, right? Did you know that if you put 300 fat people on the building, right, and they all fall at once, the building collapsed? Did you know that? Huh? I didn't. I just knew that right now. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. I don't give a fuck about a damn genocide, bro. Why do you care about a genocide when you are in a fucking America? You are in America. The fuck you talking about a genocide, bro? And here, like, come on, bro. It's values over feelings. I mean, not values over feelings, but freaking they value feelings over facts is what I mean, right? Many woke arguments rely on emotions rather than hard evidence or logical reasoning anyways. Policy decisions made on feelings alone can lead to bad outcomes because reality doesn't even bend to hurt feelings. It doesn't at all. Like, let me give you an example. Demanding the banning of a book because it contains uncomfortable truths instead of debating those truths openly. Like, you're trying to do some Chinese Communist Party shit and censor every little thing. Like, legit, that's some dictator shit right there. And you're over here complaining about how Trump's a dictator. What? You want more censorship than him? Like, you're over here hating on Elon because he took over Twitter, but Twitter been the most free it's ever been in the past like fucking decade or whatever, you know? For the bad and the worst, for the good and the worst or whatever, you know? Like, come on. There's always benefits to freedom of speech. There's always like non-benefits, but I don't think there's like a lot of benefits to censorship, bro. You're legit censoring people while saying like, oh, you don't want to be censored or whatever. You want people to like, no, like, it doesn't make no fucking sense. You're like, come on. I don't think that's a contradiction, but it's fucking, it's stupid. That's for damn sure. It's stupid. Like, I can call you probably I can call you Timmy, right? And when you want to be called Abigail. But bro, I've known you for Timmy for your entire life. So why the fuck would I call you Abigail all of a sudden, bro? Like, now at this point, we're both LARPing at that point, bro. If I call you Abigail when I know damn well your name is Timmy on your birth certificate, bro, what the hell? Like, what are we doing at this point? And then people over here saying like, oh no, oh, if you say this, you say that, you say this, you call me this and call me that, that's transphobic. No, nigga, if you keep calling me transphobic, I'm gonna get more transphobic at that point. You calling me transphobic is making me transphobic. Stop it. If you don't want no transphobicness or transphobia or whatever, don't call other people transphobic if they're clearly not transphobic. You'll call a person transphobic if they legit pour their milk first rather than their cereal. Oh my gosh, you pour their milk first, you're transphobic. Shut up, bitch. Like, you over here trying to weaponize language and everything, bro. Everyday words are constantly redefined and people are punished for not even keeping up with the ever-changing vocabulary. Excuse me. Shit. This creates a climate where people are more worried about how they speak than what they're actually saying. Yeah, I sound like I have a list. Need water. Like, let me give you an analogy real quick. It's like changing the rules of a game mid-match, then punishing the players for breaking rules they didn't even know existed. Like, ain't no way you're gonna come over here tell me that this shit been a thing, all this gender ideology, all this bullshit been a thing for thousands or millions of years. Nigga, you're lying. You're LARPing, bro. Stop. Because if it's been the thing, that means you've been an ignorant ass idiot. The fuck? No, because I know for damn sure this shit only been happening for the past 5 years at the maximum, bro. Maybe 6, and it's a maybe. Because all I know is that we went to lockdown, we came out, everybody started being gay now. Like, what the fuck's going on, bro? And I'm not gonna like, come on, like, I don't know what's going on, bro. I'm not gonna say anything. But it's kind of crazy how everybody goes on lockdown, gets forced to look at their phone, look at short form content, and look at all this porn and look at TikTok, look at everything on their phone. And then a whole year later, when they're out of lockdown, people turn transsexual, turn gay. Like, here's a video that I found that kind of matches up. Like, it kind of makes sense, not gonna lie. And if you disagree with somebody, right? If you disagree with them, oh, you're cooked. Because disagreeing with a woke narrative also results in personal attacks, public shaming, or quote unquote canceling. Which is just, bro, it just kills the marketplace of ideas and stops genuine problem solving. Because people are afraid to speak up. Like, if you keep doing that shit, people are just gonna turn into more radicalized people, bro. Like, if you have to, like, deadass. Let me stop. If you have to censor people, right? You already lost. Because if censorship is required for you to live on with your life, then you already are in the wrong, bro. If I have to censor people to be like, hey, don't call me a guy at all, it's transphobic, you're racist, you're homophobic, I lost. Because if it was really true of what I am, then why do I have to censor people and call them all these names and send them all ad hominems and all this other bullshit? Like, let me give you an example. A scientist presenting data that goes against the current social narrative is labeled a bigot instead of debated. I mean, fucking debated, my fault. Instead of being debated, oh my gosh, my English. Like, instead of like actually censoring people and calling them names like little ass kid, because you're like, I bet majority of these people are like 20 to fucking 35s, bro. And y'all over here giving insults to other people, like, it's kind of crazy, don't you think? Like, isn't it the mature thing is to debate and come on to an equal standing? Or if not, if you can't come on to an equal standing, then you just agree to disagree and move on about your day. Yet you just call him an insult, and now the nigga's like radicalized. Like, dude, you give people more, and you give more and more people the opportunity to grab a gun. And grab my metaphorical gun. It's not a real gun. Just grab a, let's just say a squirt bottle. That's weird. Let's just say a bottle. Let's just say a bomb. No, fuck. Let's see. Oh yeah, you get more people to just congregate with each other, to the point where if there's an opportunity to like strike back and like, you know, attack the other side, they will do that 100%, you know? Like, I'm pretty sure that's how you create the new Hitler or some shit, bro. Like, if you over here censor people, censor this and censor that, the next person they're gonna elect is gonna be really radical, to the point where they don't even care what they do. They just want some change to happen. That's why they elected Trump, bro. Like, for the past 4 years, we had a sleepy Joe Biden. It was a fucking joke to our country. Now we got a strong dude that's over here bitching to other countries. Sure, he's scum. Sure, he's this. Sure, he's that. But I know for damn sure the dude ain't dumb, and the dude is better than Kamala and everybody else. I swear, one of y'all got triggered. One of y'all, I can already feel y'all already, bro. Before I even edited it and posted the video, I can already feel y'all. One of y'all got triggered when I said the nigga's smart. If the nigga isn't smart, right? How the fuck is he one of the most successful people in the whole wide world? Huh? He got hella businesses. Oh, he bankrupt. Nigga, did you not realize that bankruptcy is a business tactic? Like, some companies intentionally file for bankruptcy to restructure debt, renegotiate contracts, or shed unprofitable divisions without shutting down completely. It's often used when the business is drowning in obligations but still has a viable core, dude. Like, let's use an example. Airlines like Delta, United, and American Airlines have all gone through bankruptcy to survive and later thrive. So, like, even General Motors did the same thing. They went bankrupt in 2009, cut debt, restructured, and came back as a stronger company. That's what they do. And that's what Trump is doing, dude. He declared bankruptcy because that's what people do. I know a lot of y'all don't like, some people don't really understand how business works, but that's how business works. You can, if you declare bankruptcy for a business standpoint, that's good. For a brokey, you know, like a fucking peasant such as myself, it's bad. If I declare bankruptcy, that's the, you know, it's I'm bankrupt. If somebody else, it's different. But anyways, on to the woke, back to the woke stuff, right? The woke stuff also promotes victimhood as an identity. Woke ideology often encourages people to define themselves by how oppressed they are rather than what they have achieved, which is not supposed to how it's supposed to like be going down, you know? This creates a whole ass mindset where personal success is secondary to claiming disadvantage. Like like for example, someone being told they are betraying their identity because they became successful without blaming systemic issues. Like, I think that's black people currently in America, dude. And it's really sad too. Like, it's really sad. Even blacks are like affected by the wokeness, bro. It's like, oh, we're systematically suppressed. You know what? I'm about to make a separate video on that, bro. I like making videos now because I got a new PC. So yeah. And the crazy part is people who always like want to be victims or like want to help people and call other people names because they're not helping other people are the same one with like nose rings, piercings, colorful hair, tattoos everywhere, and looking really good with a hella makeup that they got from Sephora like for like $300. Like, dude, they don't understand the irony of that of their own identity, bro. Like, you look like this living in a society where you claim you're being oppressed in it, yet you want other people to do do more than you or some bullshit. Like, it doesn't make no fucking sense. Like, you clearly are thriving in this society if you can like dress like that. In Iran, they gotta wear a damn fucking burqa, not a Birkin bag. I always thought it was a Birkin bag, but they gotta wear a damn burqa, bro, covering their entire body, not even being able to dye their hair, bro, even though they can't see it. But you can do anything, bro. You're creative mode when you go to America. Yet people like, it's almost like you give them so much freedom that they take the freedom as it like to their advantage, and they just be like, okay, I'm tired of freedom. Now I want something new. I want something spicy and everything. I want to be oppressed or some bullshit. Like, it's like they want to get oppressed. They're like begging on their knees, hands and knees, saying, please let me get oppressed, bro. Please let me get oppressed. Just because they want to feel like they're special in history. They want to feel like somebody when in reality they're nobody and they don't know how to make themselves into a somebody. Like, they're trying everything they can to be a somebody, but it's all failing. And I'm pretty sure this is not even a way to be a somebody. Well, maybe it is, but in a bad way, because I'm pretty sure, like you said, history is going to look back on these days, right, where the woke ideology took over. But just like how we look on the Black Lives Matter protests and we now call it riots, we call them Black Lives Matter riots, BLM riots. We used to call them BLM protests, but now we call them BLM riots. Even though all of them wasn't riots, they're still called BLM riots. Like we look back on that day where, fuck man, I can't even talk about it because I want to talk about it in my next video. But still, you're basically just being a dumb one, like deadass. It also erases nuance. Woke culture thrives on black and white thinking. You're either on the right side of history or you're the enemy, which I literally just said, you know, like, I'm just explaining it simpler because I got notes. Like, real life is complicated and complex problems require complex discussions, but wokeness treats disagreement as a moral failure. Example is someone supports women's rights but disagrees with a specific policy and they're immediately labeled anti-woman. Like, that don't make no fucking sense, bro. Like, such as like, oh, I don't agree with you having trans kids, therefore I'm transphobic. Like, no, dude, trans kids don't exist, first off. Secondly, it's group, like, if they did exist, it would be like on point blank grooming. So like, no, because like, you know what, no kid over here is over here thinking about their sexuality at that younger age. It's a sexuality. The key word is sex, and then add it with uality to make it special, dude. No, don't do that bullshit, bro. Like when and then on top of it, don't try to like groom them being like, well, you're maybe at this, you're maybe that. Dude, I remember back when I was back in my day in 1985, right? I used to play with the kids outside, bro. There used to be, I'm pretty sure I was not really with the kids. I used to be on looking. I got bullied hella. And then here y'all niggas come. I bet there's gonna be so many niggas be in the comments be like, well, you got bullied for a reason because you're over here popping my bubble. Like, let me be a woman. You got bullied for a reason because you're over here popping people's bubble. You let people be them. Let them be this. Like, shut up, bitch. No, nigga. Yeah, the reason was the reason was I was doing too much. I was over here saying too much weird shit. It was back in elementary. But when I got in high school, I was the coolest kid around. But this ain't that's a video for another story. This ain't that video. This ain't that video. But there would be a guy playing as the princess, and then the other guys would have to save him. And then we'll be like, oh, why did I have to be the princess? And then they'll be like, oh, because I did last time. Like, none of us was over here being like, oh shoot, I'm the princess in this game, I might be a girl, you know? Or, oh shoot, I act this way, so I might be a girl or I might be a guy, and blah 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 blah. Nobody does that, dude. Whoever does that is just like bored and they just want to have some problem to go at. Like, I know for a fact, if I was growing up in these times, I would probably be transgender, to be honest. Like 100% I'll probably be transgender, purely because like if I was spoiled, of course. If I was spoiled and I grew up in these times, I will 100% be transgender. Why? Because it seems like you get more attention that way, and it seems like you're more unique if you be more transgender, you know. And it seems like if I'm transgender, like a lot of people oppress me, so I'm like, oh shoot, I'm like fighting against the system. I can totally get why people turn transgender, and then you're gonna be like, oh, what gender dysphoria? Like, dude, everyone has a transgender. They are mentally ill. All of them are mentally transgender. Being transgender is a mental illness. I'm being so serious. There's gender dysphoria, and then there's people that are just trying to be transgender to just LARP, and that's mental illness in its own. So you either have LARPers that are mentally ill, or you just have people that have genuine gender dysphoria, which I don't even know what the fuck that is, dude. Like, I know what it is, but like, why is it? Why did y'all add it to the patch notes so late, dude? Like, I checked the patch notes and it got added last year. I saw. Fucking crazy. Let's see. Let's look at my notes for mine. Oh shoot, it undermines free. No, I already talked about free speech, right? If someone says something outside the woke approved narrative, even if it's harmless opinion, they risk backlash. Shit. Yeah, I already said that bullshit. Let's go on to the new one. Oh yeah, it creates hypocrisy. Many woke figures don't live by the values they preach. Celebrities who rail against capitalism while making millions, or activists who shame others online while engaging in the same behaviors privately. Which, for example, Hassan. And then for another example, preaching environmentalism while flying private jets. I think that's Nancy Pelosi. Or is that Bernie Sanders? Or is that both? I don't know. It's one of those people. The politicians that preach environmentalism, they'll never, like, they got maids and everything. Like, no, like, environmentalism, my ass. We also focuses on symbols over substance, like changing a logo, adding a rainbow to a corporate brand, or making social media posts is treated as meaningful activism. It's just silly when it's really just PR, dude. Like painting over rust instead of fixing the car's engine. That's what it is. And it's a waste of energy on talking about this stuff anyways. Instead of focusing on major issues like poverty, crime, or education, woke outrage often targets microaggressions or pop culture moments, like spending weeks arguing over a fictional character's skin color while ignoring a housing issue. Like, oh my days. And overall, bro, this is the final point. This is the final point, because I think I hit every nail in the coffin. I think I'm gonna miss a lot more, which y'all are gonna help me in the comments with paragraphs and essays and everything, right? Hopefully. Wokeness discourages real resilience by teaching people that words are violence and discomfort is trauma, when in reality, discomfort is necessary for growth. No one ever got stronger by living in a bubble. That's for damn sure. They actually got weaker by that. Like, have you ever noticed the strongest people are the ones that are poor and homeless and everything, and the weakest people are the ones that were born the richest? Like physical wise, by the way, physical wise. But that was the last point. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be people calling me like what, transphobic, homophobic, gay phobic, non-phobic, dick phobic, pussy phobic, vagina phobic, clit phobic, every phobic in the book. When in reality, the only phobic I am is fat, black phobic. It's like, no, I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. I love all races. All races are beautiful and kind, you know, because I have to say that because saying anything negative about a race will actually, put your video on for hate speech, because of course anything else that's fantasy, such as like transgenders, that's hate speech, but it's not like, dude, it's so fucking vague and so fucking nuanced and new. If it was not new, then it would already be classified as hate speech on a lot of other platforms, even when I was like, what, in 2011, when I was like, what, 9. So yeah, make sure to like if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it. Be honest about yourself and just comment whatever you didn't like it. Just comment whatever you want and I'll respond, because I like responding, so. And yeah, y'all have a great day. Bye.